The digital books lending system had been live for nearly a month, and everything was going extremely well. Readers seemed to like it and had started posting reviews in the library site. The newsletter had been very well received. Suggestions for new books and activities were flying in. The library's Frenzies page had many likes, and readers were also actively posting daily quotes, books-related news. Lilith eventually relented and bought an Android phone, and now it was connected to Frenzies and Puffin via phone too. One evening, she had connected to Frenzies at home to check what Rowena was up to. She didn't seem to be connected. She noticed somebody called Zane Roberts, author, had sent her a request to be her friend. Initially, she'd been very reluctant to accept invitations from people she didn't know directly. But now, as she was on a few groups, she noticed members of the group would ask her to be her friends. They had a friend in common, although she couldn't locate who that was. She checked the guy's page. Interesting. There was a picture of an attractive man, probably early 40s, dark hair, big eyes, friendly smile. There were pictures of book covers. A couple seemed thrillers, once a young adult book, one horror. There was a book trailer for one of the thrillers, and some poems. There was a link to another page with hauntingly beautiful abstract paintings. Lilith couldn't find a good reason to say no. She accepted the invitation. She left the computer on while she went to prepare something to eat. When she came back, she'd received a message from Zane, asking her to check a link to a sample of his new book that was due for publication within a couple of weeks. Lilith checked the link. She was sometimes worried when she didn't know the source of links, but in this case, she reassured herself that he would not be sending her something dangerous or inappropriate using his own name and risking his reputation. She was right. The link took her to his website and to a recent post addressed to dear readers. I know you're used to my fiction by now, and I'm very thankful for the kind remarks and reviews you've posted on my work so far. I must admit to feeling very self-conscious, and more than a little exposed writing about my experiences on leaving the world of finances and going to find myself in India. I know some of you will think it's not the most original thing to do, and many have done it before me. I'll have to agree. Nonetheless, it changed my life, and I wanted to share it with you. Be truthful and honest with your comments, but remember that I break too. After that preamble there followed what Lilith thought was one of the most beautiful descriptions she'd ever read of the Taj Mahal at dawn. It made her shiver. She couldn't help herself and immediately replied back to Zane Roberts. It is one of the most beautiful pieces of writing I've ever read. Thank you so much for sharing. I can't wait to read the whole book. He replied in a few seconds. Thank you for your kind words. I've noticed you're a librarian and love books, so your comment means so much more to me. I could send you a draft copy of the book. I'm doing the final revision, but don't expect to make many changes. It's only the final quality check, but I'm sure you have better things to do and read. Sorry for suggesting that. Lilith couldn't get over the fact that through social media, you could talk to authors rather than only read their work. She was in awe and sent another message. Please! It would be an absolute pleasure. I'd make it my priority. You're so kind. I'll be looking forward, with some trepidation, to your comments, he replied and attached a PDF file. The title was India, A Personal Journey. Neither here nor there, but the title wasn't any indication of the incredible content. Lilith started reading it once she'd downloaded it and saved it. Zane, in her head, he was Zane already, opened the book with a chapter he called Before, about his life pre-journey to India. He had a degree on business studies and worked as the head of finances for a huge international insurance company. He described how he grew restless and bored with his job. My job became a parasite sucking my creative blood life. I was becoming what I most despised, a redundant cog in the machine.